Hi everyone, this is Mary. I've been doing some videos and hopefully that you kind of follow along. This is actually for people that want to save money as they're feeding their chickens or their goats maybe, because it's going to show you how to kind of be more resourceful. I've been watching a lot of videos on how to turn 50 pounds of barley grain into 250 pounds of chicken feed. I sell eggs. I'm in a 1890 farmhouse, and I'm kind of being more early time resourceful. So I want to kind of show you along. I have posted a couple videos on this. This is day 5 of me growing barley grass for my chickens. And I am just amazed of how easy and how fast they do grow. So I'm going to go and share with you on how we do this. I went ahead and I purchased some feed trays. This one here is a 12 by 24. It has absolutely no holes in it. So this is the last one I put them in. And the ones here, I've already soaked these ones, but I go ahead and I drain it good. As you can see how green this is on day 5. And I'll pull it up here some. And it's just awesome. Look how deep these roots are. You know, the grass is already almost 2 inches. So it's really awesome. So I went ahead and I flood them. And then I drain them good. And then what I do is I put them in the one with no holes. And that way I can put them back in my laundry room. This is the other one. As you can see how lush and green it is. If you go back and watch the other videos, you'll see that it didn't have a full green yesterday on day 4. So this is day 5. And also, it's pretty simple to do. I did buy 5 pounds of grain from Amazon, and it was a little spendy because of being only 5 pounds. You want to use organic. You don't want to have any chemical spray on your chicken feed. Gets into the eggs and you consume that. You want to get back to nature. And nature is where we can all be more healthier. And if it's healthy for people, it's healthy for our critters. In that. So this is the first one. I just do that, and I'll set them aside. And then I move the other tray. I put a stopper in my sink so I don't put any barley seeds down the drain for sure. And here's the other one. And as you can see how nice and green it is. Look at that, nice green. Looks like AstroTurf, golf course stuff in that. So now I just bring my water over. I fill it up all the way to the top. Now I like to use a mason jar also to fill the water and be able to just pour it over. I want this to be totally submerged. It's kind of like aquaponics, you know, how you grow stuff in water. Well, that's what this here is, kind of like that, because you have you don't have any dirt. You're just using water to soak the seeds in a big bucket for 24 hours, cover them with water a couple inches, and then in 24 hours you take and you drain it. You usually have another bucket that has holes in it, dump it all in there, drain it really good, and then you put it in your ones that have holes in it. So I've got the one that has no holes, then I've got these 12 by 12 that do have holes. Okay, that's nice, and I'll get some more in that side. Because I like to have the completely submerged on the seeds. That way the grass and everything, there we go. That's nice and submerged there now. So then I'll go ahead and I put it in my sink to drain it really good. As you can see, the water pouring out. You want all the water to pour out, because the water, if you leave it in water, you have the chance of having it mold. And you surely do not want molded feed to feed to your chickens, because if it molds, you got to check it. So if you drain it really good, you won't have that problem. So when you drain it, it's already got it all nice and soaked in. And I do this at night before I go to bed, and I do it in the morning after I wake up and have a couple cups of coffee. So that's drained good. And here's this one. We'll just drain it really good. But I would love to have you guys follow me so you can kind of see how simple this is. This one here, I probably was my first one. I got a little bit more grain in it because it's a little more heavier. It's probably got a good 2 inches of base on the bottom. So they'll love that because they eat the roots, everything. So that's pretty good. Dump this water. And it keeps it nice and washed up, keeps it nice and clean. So I'll move this one over here. Bring this one. Alrighty. Get some more water going. Flood this one. So if you have any questions about things, I've been really reading up on it and being able to decide, hey, you need to do this. Making 250 pounds of feed for my chickens is pretty good when you spend about $20 a bag for feed. Because I do the laying pellets, I've got the baby chick feed, I've got peacocks, so we use all grain for all birds. And then I have the little bit of corn, one for the scratch, because it's got grain in it, and especially in the winter with the corn for heat. So I can easily spend on feed like 4 bags, $80 a week almost, or every other week. So it's $160 a month in just chicken feed alone. And then I feed some feral cats that I've been capturing and having spayed or neutered. I don't want any unneutered or unspaded cats here. I believe in fixing animals that are not AKC or something like that would be ones that you do want. This is really kind of pointy. It's really like walking on what they call that green carpet you put, indoor carpet. And that is not hurt pokey, but it is kind of where when you walk on that turf-like stuff. Alright, so we let them soak in here a little bit. You don't have to over-soak them in that. You just mainly want to rinse them good, fill them up, drain them. You want to drain them pretty good. I'm going to get a rack. I want to do about every 5 days, I want to start a new batch. So I started with just a small amount to make sure that it was going to work, and it works really well. So then I want to go ahead, and I found a place, because barley is a fall crop, but I found it online where I can get 50 pounds of it. Not too bad a price. And that 50 pounds will grow me 250 pounds of feed. And that's more than I use in a month, because I use probably 200 pounds of feed. Well, probably 150, because the baby chicks, they don't eat 50 pounds in a month. But the big birds, they will. Alrighty, so that's all. If you have any questions, shoot me a question. I will be back tomorrow. Stay tuned. Have a wonderful day.